So hello everyone, welcome back to the final video on medieval history. And today ajiki a very important topic, and the last topic for medieval history is Bhakti and Sufi's movement. So Bhakti and Sufi movement though it will final medieval history complete kuro. Last class we have completed Vijayanagar Empire and the Bahmani Kingdom and Delhi Sultanate Mughal it is charta do hoise. And last the Bhakti and Sufi movement it will khatam hobe jete we will be going to the this modern India from the British to 1947. So let us start with the class. First the Bhakti movement shuru kore Bhakti. So Bhakti movement though it is related to key religion asukle to Hinduism. We know that Hinduism there especially in the among the Hindus it do caste system bishi dekshe and also tangala religious ceremony bishi dekshe. And because of this it do mano idu system ba ulum archi lagi raise because udu dam do Brahmins can bishi rule kore and they follow discrimination. So many common people they try to follow they wanted a religious movement in the system. So because of this the Bhakti movement do olaise. So let us start with the class. That is first Bhakti movement, love and worship beyond rituals. So it was a religious reform Bhakti movement during the medieval times which emphasized single-minded intense devotion to God. Bhakti movement was based on the doctrine that the relationship between the God and man was true love and worship rather than performing any ritual or religious ceremonies. The origin of Bhakti movement is traced in Vedas, but its real development is dated after the 7th century. It is initiated by the Shaiva Nayanars and the Vaishnavite Alvars in South India and later spread to many regions. The emotional side of Vaishnavism represented by Alvars through collective songs, that is Prabandham, and intellectual sides of Vaishnavism was represented by the Acharyas. So from this paragraph we can understand that it was religious movement because they were tired of the ritual and religious practices. For example, ki kan puja kan aro itu Brahmins kan genga devotion like charity diala tangla also denga puja suja jujula le to sab to tang achi lagi raise. They wanted a simple religion where itu isor lote ekta connection bol hai. So itu Bhakti movement do born hoise through love and worship. Aro do ida establish korisil to by the Shaivas, Shaiva Nayanars and the Vaishnava Alvars South India ba shuru hoise to Bhakti movement do progressive Hinduism ko. So let us start with the various saints of the Bhakti movement. The first the Nayanars, the Alvars and their devotion. The Nayanars though they were devotees of Shiva. Aro Alvars the devotees of Vishnu. So yete hymns kandiki that is Tiru Marai the Nayanars laza. And what are they? They are a compilation of hymns of Nayanars by the highest priest of Raja Chola Nambi under Nambi. Aro Alvars latiki is Divya Pabanda, that is compilation of hymns of the Alvar saints. So Alvar kan to Vishnu ke follow korise, Nayanars to Shiva ke, aro hymns to Nayanars la to Tirumarai, Alvars la to Divya Prabanda. And important saints to Tiru Nilakanda aro Mipurul are important saints of the Alvars kan to ko Andal, that is Mira of the south, aro Tirupan Alvar, Namalwar and Kola Sekera direction. So the next the Bhakti movement saints were divided into two schools depending on the way they imagine God. The first is Nirgun. Nirgun to is they believe in formless God, means form nagala nathaka God. That is, we know that actually Hinduism though idol worship ki Vishnu holibi, Shiva holibi, Durga holibi, do sobla ekta putla thake, ekta statue thake holibi. Nirgun kan ke to formless, means like Christians want equal idol worship no kore. We believe in one God. So itu tanbi itu follow kore it is known as Nirgun, invisible God without attributes. And Nirgun Bhakta poetry are Janana Sharia. Aro the saints kan Guru Nanak, Ravi Das and Kabir. So Nirgun na idu important sense to kun ase Guru Nanak to he founded the Sikhism. So if we travel to Punjab, we find a religion called Sikhism to ke jikule to takan idu they followed the Sikhism religion and their turn iku idol worship nai. They do not worship idu Guru Nanak ke worship nokore. They believe in one God aru tana book to idu Guru Prant idu dekche aru tan ekta festival celebrate November, that is Guru Nanak. So they do not have any idols like idu Hanuman gan or Ram gan Ishna or Durga or Vishnu Shiva idu one nai. So these are known as Nirgun formless. Shagun do form dagala. We know that they believe in God with form and attributes. Alright, the one kun deje Tulsidas, Sudas or Mirabai. Itu tina deje. That is having forms. Next, the features of Bhakti movement: unity, rejection, equality, and local voices. So Bhakti movement ki karne establish koche first. Unity of God or one God true known by different names. Poila do Hinduism dike jukul do God species dekje more than crores, more than lakhs dekje God to like Hawa Padila ki hulbe sab God ekta dekje. So Bhakti movement na main aim dike jukul the ekta God ki believe kore. That is the unity of God. Next, condemnation of rituals means misha mishi to puja kan ke hatai dole. Next, rejection of idol worship. Idu idols kan ke worship kore reject kore. The Bhakti movement promotes the surrender of oneself to God. Next, I emphasized both Nirguna and Saguna Bhakti movement. Nirguna do we know Guru Nanak, Saguna do Tulsidas, Mirabai idu one Nishna. Salvation through Bhakti movement, open-mindedness through about religious matters, rejected caste distinction and belief in equality of all humans, and rebelled against the upper caste dominion and the Sanskrit language. So last to do rejected caste distinction. Caste distinction is from the Vedic times. Later Vedic times, society it was divided into Brahmins, Brahmingan, which occupied the highest order. Next to third, Kshatriyas. Kshatriya do ke jukle to tan warrior class dekja. Aro Vaishyas dekja. Vaishyas to do merchants kan, traders kan dekja, Shudras. So itu tinjon Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya milana Shudra ke bishi discriminate koreche because they belong to the lower caste. So letra kam do so Shudra ka koreche and they discriminated these people. Because of this, Bhakti movement do established koreche and they believed in equality of all human beings. Discrimination na dagina sabki equally treat kore. Rebelled against the upper caste dominion. Upper caste dominion we have already explained that Brahmin, Kshatriya, Shudras kan do takan bishi domination do practice koreche. That is takan ekta kuwa deklibe the Shudras, that the Dalits were not allowed to fetch the water from the Shudras. So much so that pani othaile do it becomes unholy. Idu Brahmins kanla belief dekje. And Sanskrit language do ki lesukle do poila do like high class kan do Sanskrit by define kore. That is, if you know Sanskrit then you are of high class. So itu Sanskrit to hatai dibole try kore. There were many other languages at the time. So they believe that Sanskrit to like misha mishi ekta position ekta high class position dole do learn kurle thakse do idu one eduke hata bole try kore. Use of local and regional languages and creation of literature in the local language. And causes in emergence of Bhakti to ki we studied this. Influence of Vaishnavism, evil practice of Hindus, fear or spread of Islam. Islam last spread be ekta reason dekhe Bhakti established because during that time itu Delhi Sultanate kan dekhe they were Muslim rulers, so they wanted to spread Muslim Islam in India, and if influence of Sufi sect. So likewise Hindu one Ishna, they established the Bhakti against the evils of the Hinduism. In the Muslim community, they were quite tired of their religion Islam, so they in turn established Bhakti Nishna called Sufi. So Sufism it was, and the emergence of great reformers like Guru Nanak, Kabir. We'll be studying this next. So Vedanta saints and their contribution. So it one saints kung daija. First Shankaracharya. To Shankaracharya do tai Uttarakhand born je at Kelara ek killer de born hoise aro death to Kedarnath te Uttarakhand te morise. And he consolidated the doctrine of Advaita non-dualism, that is God to ekta ase, Ishwar to ekta ase. Next, Ramanacharya to tai Tamil Nadu te established born hoise, and his guru was Yadav Pariksha and propagator of Vaishya Vedanta or qualified monism, that is there exists a plurality and distinction between Atman and Brahman. So who is the propagator of Vaishya Vedanta? Ramanacharya Daksha. Next, Nimbarka and Madhavacharya. Idu Daksha. Next, Vairashaivism though it established in Karnataka, and it was initiated by Basavana and other Vaishnavas like Alama Prabhu and Akaman Devi. Daksha. So idu ando kun daksha tagna saints to first to Ramananda. So Ramananda though he was a follower of the Bhakti movement and influence of Ramanuja, and he founder of San Parampara, and tala two of disciple daksha, that is Avanthudas are tala disciple the Ramananda la disciple the Kabir, Ravidas, Bhagat, Pipa, Sukhanand, Sena and Sadhana. So who is the mentor or the teacher of Kabir Rushlada? Ramananda. Next to Kabir. So Kabir though he was a disciple of the Ramananda and the first to reconcile Hinduism and Islam, and he was a Nirguna saint within the Bhakti movement, and his poems are called Banis, that is utterance or dohe. His works are compiled in the famous work Bijak, and Kabir said Ram, Rahim are the same. Ram do idu Hinduism, Rahim do idu Islam. So he was a propagator of Hindu-Muslim unity. Next, Guru Nanak Dev. So Guru Nanak Dev to tai Sikhism established krise, and tai Talwandi village te born hoise, or dead to Katarpur poto ida to present day Pakistan daise, and is founder of Sikh religion and first Guru daise. We know that 10th Tasta Guru daise, and he also started the Guru ka langar. So idu community kitchen to taiwa shuru krise. Next to Purandar Das. So Purandar Das to he is quoted as Karnataka Sangit Pitamaha and chief founding proponents of South Indian classical music. Dadu Dayal to Kabir la disciple daise and Hindu-Muslim unity la propagator daise, supporter daise, and his followers were called Dadu Pandis. Sorry. Next, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Shankaradeva. So Shankaradeva to kill important nature. He belonged to Assam. So question will come, Shankaradeva belonged to which state? This was asked in NPSC civil service examination. Shankaradeva belonged to which state? So it is Assam, and he started the Bhakti movement, that is Neo Vaishnavite movement, and he believed in the worship of Ekarasarana. His famous work is the Kirtana Gosha. Next, Vallabhacharya to the Krishna cult exponent means propagator. So who is the propagator of the Krishna cult? It is Vallabhacharya, and is founded the philosophy of Shuddha Vaida. Next, Guru Ghasidas is these are some of the Bhakti saints, Surdas Daksha and Mirabai Daksha. Next, Tulsidas. Tulsidas to be important as he was a contemporary of Akbar. Akbar la time Tulsidas to, and he founded the he wrote the book called Ramacharita. So who wrote the book Ramacharita? That is Tulsidas. Nam Devaze, and these are some of the Bhakti saints. Next, let us study the Sufi. So we have studied the Bhakti, now Sufi movement. Love, devotion and spiritual unity in Islam. So Sufi movement Islam related as at the beginning of the 12th century, some religious people in Persia turned to asceticism because of the increasing materialism of the Caliphate. They came to be known as the Sufis. just like Bhaktis kan Hinduism de problem ta kan Islam de be materialistic problem bishi hola je means riches kan kheta gold silver property kheta mono bishi daise Muslim in Islam it does not provide that ido ekta mono ekta tai riches inherit kurla but rather ido tangla alage believe kurle daise so because materialism ido caliphate te grip hogane kumba manondo they were not happy about this so they established a new sect known as the Sufi to Sufi the 1300 daise or South India the 15th century daise and it is the mystical arm of Islam. Sufi represent the inner side of Islam grid that is tasawwuf. That's it. Sufism that is tasawwuf is a name given to the mysticism in Islam. Aro Sufi. So it is divided into two, that is Basara who followed Islamic law and Bishara who do not follow Islamic law. And Sufism entered in India in the 11th and 12th century. Al-Hujwara was the first Sufi who settled in India and died in 1089 AD, probably known as the Dada Ganj Naqsh. So, who was the first Sufi saint who settled in India? Al-Hujwara. So, much like Bhakti, Sufism be music they follow. Music they bishi important is. Sufism encourages music as a way of deepening one's relation with God by remembering God by zikr, reciting name, sama, or performance of mystical music. So Sufi music kuna thayu. There are many Sufi music like Lucky, Ali Ganishna. In recent times, it one the sub Sufi as a music kana. So they also believe that music to act the astrology connection banole. Sufi to compose poems and rich literature in prose. One most example is Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro do Nizamuddin Ahluwalia da dakshi. Amir Khusro do, if you can remember, Delhi Sultanate Khilji, Alauddin Khilji la time de Amir Khusro dakshi. Aru take ki madishe parrot of India be madishe by Alauddin Khilji. Sufism is credited with the invention of sitar and tabla. So sitar and tabla do itu Amir Khusro ba banaise kona believe kore. Aro Amir Khusro do he was a disciple and he gave a unique form to Sama, our pair of India kuisha, and he is also known as a father of Wawali. So much like idu Bhakti de idu kiki gan Kabir gan nisna Guru Nanak kan alag sect ko nisna Sufi de sect alag deise. The Sufi rejected the elaborate rituals and code of behavior demanded by Muslim religious scholars. They believe that God is Mushik and the Sufis are Ashik. Sufism is divided into 12 orders. Order for example, one Christianity. We have many orders or sect. That is, the baptism is Baptist is one Catholic is Orthodox is Protestant is Aro Jehovah Witness has many other sects are there within the Christianity. Idu nishna Sufi labe sect alag deise, and this sect orders are also known as silsila, and each under a mystic Sufi saint, of which four are popular: Chishtis, Surawandis, Qadiriyas, and Naqshbandis. And silsila is the continuous link between mushriks, that is teacher, and student, that is murid. So we'll be studying about different silsilas. First, the case related to Chishti. The Chishti do questioning who is the founder of the Chishti sect or the Chishti order of Sufism, that is Khwaja Abdul Chishti, and introduced kushi India de Moinuddin Chishti ba, an important disciple of Moinuddin the Baba Farid dekhche, and his poems are included in Guru Granth Sahib. Next sector Surawardi, and his founder is Sheikh Shihabuddin Surandi. And Naqshbandi founder is the Bahauddin Naqshband Bukhari, and Khwaja Bir Muhammad ba introduce kuje India de Nashbandi do. So these are some of the sects of the Sufis. So with this, the video has been completed on Sufism and Bhaktism. So if you like this channel, you can subscribe and you can help those who are preparing for the exam by sharing this video. So with this, I would like to conclude my video. All the best for exam, and thank you guys for watching and have a blessed day. Thank you.